Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Wilbo. We are back with another video on the YouTube channel. Today, guys, I got some more Cold War zombies for you guys. And today, guys, I have the Dark Aether guide, but I'm going to be doing this one on Firebase Z for the people that don't want to play Die Maschine. You can play Die Maschine, that's the easiest way to get headshots, and it just goes by faster. But Firebase Z, the Megatons and Manglers spawn in way faster than, or not Megatons, the Manglers spawn in way faster than the Megaton does in Die Maschine, and there's more of them around. So those are the special kills, and those are the kills that we're going to worry about the most. But we're going to get into the camos first, the attachments you're going to want to use on most of your guns, and then we're going to get into the gameplay of how to do it. So let's get into it. So first of all, the kills, we're just going to be using the AK-47 as an example. The kills for this gun, they're different for each weapon, but the kills for this gun is pretty easy to get kills. And the critical kills is probably going to be the most problem for you if you are playing Firebase Z. The critical kills, you're just going to want to shoot for the head, and you're going to run Deadshot Daiquiri. I suggest having a tier 3, maybe tier 5 if you do have that many crystals or whatever they're called. Just have those. The pack-a-punch kills should not be hard for you guys. If you upgrade your gun, as I tell you, then you should be able to get your pack-a-punch kills throughout when you're doing the critical kills and the regular kills. But this is another hard one. But I mean, if you are playing Firebase Z, these should be a lot easier for you. You basically just want to kill Manglers and the Mimics. Those both count. I'm not for sure if the Hellhounds count. I don't think they do. But you also can play Outbreak. If you're going to want to go for headshots, though, I suggest playing Die Maschine. If you do play Outbreak, though, I would just suggest staying on round 1. And then just looking around for bosses, because as you run throughout Outbreak, the zombies spawn on you where you're going, and you can despawn the zombies and maybe get like a boss zombie on you, maybe, possibly. But for Firebase Z, these are going to be the Mimics and the Manglers only, so I suggest not playing Die Maschine for this. This is probably the easiest challenge, or easier challenges now. But onto the rapid kills, these should be pretty easy for you guys. I mean, everything past this point is pretty easy, just the headshots and the other kills. And the special kills are the hard ones, like the hard challenges. But these 3 times critical kills, as long as you're shooting the zombies in the head, these should be pretty easy to do. For some guns, the consecutive kills can be a challenge. But if you really want to go out of your way and you can't get these, just go on Die Maschine or Firebase Z and train up. And just kill zombies and not get hit. So that should be all the camos, and you should have Dark Aether as long as you grind for it. But these attachments we're going to go through. So I run the Microflash LED. I suggest running the 2 times or the 3 times, maybe the mill stop. Those are the main optics that people like to run in this game. The Grew suppressor is also a big one, which is the main one I'm going to use. The Cavalry Lancer is a good barrel. The Ember Sighting Point is a good laser. You can run Grew MW laser, but I suggest running that. Speed Grip is a must-need attachment. This is the best one. Way better than the other grips. And the 50 round fast mag, you're just going to want to run the most ammo. It doesn't really affect much. And the Grew last scrap, you want the most ADS speed as well. That'll also help you as well. And the stock, you can either run the last one or this one. I just run the Spetsnaz PKM because I'm better with it on the AK. It just feels better with the AK, but the skeletal stock should be pretty easy for you guys. But we're going to get into the game. So basically, on round 3 I left. You can leave whenever. I just suggest leaving on early rounds and then going up here. You want to go up here because you want to manipulate the spawns once you teleport through, because the zombies will spawn to my right, as you see here. They'll spawn to my right over there. They'll spawn in these barriers as well. So you can despawn the zombies as long as you go up here and just try to manipulate the spawns if you can. But after that, you just want to get all the generators done if you can. Try to get all the generators done by like round 6, as you see here. And after round 6, make sure you upgrade your gun here and there, like rarity. If you don't have enough money to upgrade your gun, pack-a-punch, then just train up zombies like as I was there, and just upgrade your gun. After we're done upgrading our gun, though, just stare at this teddy bear right here. And if you guys did not know, there is a coffin dance Easter egg thing in here, but it's not a coffin dance. You just get a crate, and you can get stuff like you get Juggernaut every time. And as long as you stare at this, as you see, it'll teleport me into this area. It will be a dark area, and all you have to do is shoot this pink thing. It's a pink bunny floating in the air. You have to shoot it 3 times, and a crate will spawn. It's pretty self-explanatory. And the crate, the reason why we want this is, as I said before, we get Juggernaut. You actually can get the Wonder Weapon out of this, but we need Jug, which is essential. And after we spawn back, you should have a pretty good amount of money. If you don't, you can train up, get Deadshot. Deadshot is the second perk you're going to want to need. You can get Stamina up before Jug if you really want, if you do have extra money for that, because I'm pretty sure I do get a little bit of extra money to get these two perks, as you see at the bottom, Stamina up and Quick Revive. But throughout the game, you're going to get your perks anyways, so I don't think it really matters too much. It's just good to have everything on an early round. But this is the spot right here. It is in this little bunker thing where you get the Ray K, build the Ray K. And if you do have your gun upgraded enough, you're just going to want to sit in this corner, and your gun will one tap to the head, because that is what Deadshot does. You shoot them in the head on the first bullet, first impact to their head, it will one hit them on this early round if you have your gun pack punched and maybe upgraded to green. I'm not for sure if it's unupgraded, but if you have it to green, you should be good. But before the Assault Wave, I just upgraded my gun, and Napalm Burst is a must need for the Manglers. These are the most annoying things. And if Napalm Burst does extra damage, I'm pretty sure Turn does extra damage to the Mimics as well. But just upgrade your gun throughout the game, as I said. And in these rounds, these protect rounds, I suggest not going for headshots, because, I mean, if you're playing with a friend, they're a lot harder. But, I mean, if you really want to go out of your way and get these headshots, you can. I'm just speedrunning it here by just speedrunning and killing all the zombies. And if you want to get in the fastest time, like a DM Ultra or Dark Aether, my bad, in the fastest time, you're going to want to speedrun the game. So that's why we're using this spot right here. So we can just sit here, and this is in full action. The zombies spawn through the barrier. You shoot them in the head as they're coming through. And the zombies in the front, you also shoot them in the head. I just hip fire here sometimes. But once your first Mangler spawns in, it should not be much of a problem as long as you upgrade your gun throughout your game and your rarity. It should not be much of a problem. The Manglers are pretty easy, and if you are playing Die Maschine, I'm pretty sure the boss is a lot harder than the boss in this map. The Megaton's a lot harder, but these are the only perks we're going to need. The only reason we're going to need these perks is because you shouldn't waste your money on any extra perks, because it's just simple as that. You just need these perks for this. You don't need anything else. And basically, round 25, round 26, maybe round 27, as you see here, you might get overrun a little bit depending on what gun you are using. I'm using an AK, so I think I'm okay. But if you are getting overrun, you can move to the spawn or outside of the bunker. I'll show you a training spot. Pretty good training spot. I'll show you in action. But if you are getting overrun, I would suggest training. Training's probably the other easiest way to get headshots. So outside of the bunker right here, you can train, or by the plane over there in the middle area where I'm kind of running towards. These are the two best training spots in this map, in my opinion. They're pretty easy to get headshots. If you want to assure that every one of your kills is a headshot, you can train instead of camping. But I just camp to speedrun it and make it go faster and easier. And if you are playing Die Maschine, just make sure you get the Megaton kills, or play with a friend maybe to spawn in more Megatons, because if you do play with more friends, you will spawn in more Megatons. But that's the video, guys. Oh yeah, also make sure you spin the box if you are done with your headshots or your Megaton kills, like your special kills. If you're done with those, spin the box for your next gun, or down if you have a teammate in your game, and spawn in with the next gun. But that's been the video, boys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and this is how you get Dark Aether. So, as always, boys, see you guys later. Enjoy your day.
Come on, my nigga, we don't go, my nigga, for all of my doors in the pen. You said you was game, but you never hanging, I guess it was a man. The picture I paint is never gonna change, RPG, we gonna win. Spending this cash, roll to the back, we can do this shit all again. Come on, my nigga, we don't go, my nigga, for all of my doors in the pen. You said you was gang, but you never hanging, I guess it was a man. The picture I paint is never gonna change, RPG, we gonna win. Spending this cash, roll to the back, we can do this shit all again.